Hello, everyone, and welcome back. And I have been really busy, but today is a very special day because we are finally building the starter house, and I'm pretty excited for it. But before we do that, I wanted to show you something that I found upon my travels. Look at here, we have a turtle beach, and as you can see, I've already bred a couple of them. But how cool is this? This is really, really cool. So now what I want to do is maybe do like a turtle sanctuary right here. I think that would be super cool. I have no idea what's going on here. They are going nuts right now. I don't know if they're glitched or what. So as you can see here, I got 2 turtle eggs and I did breed them a couple times already, but what is this guy doing? Huh. He was going nuts. Oh, there we go.
Woohoo!
We got 3 eggs, but I don't spend a lot of time here, and unfortunately, these are not going to hatch unless it's loaded in. But what I want to do is build like a turtle sanctuary here, and we're not too far from the base. So if I jump in this boat, you could see over here, up there is basically where my base is. There's the village. So we're not too far, so maybe I can incorporate this somehow into the base. Yeah, it's kind of far from the main hub, but that is super cool. Like, I really love the fact that there's turtles right there. Anyways, we're going to go back up top, and I'll kind of show you what I've been working on in between episodes. I have to say that this villager breeder is going really crazy. Like, I got iron golems and villagers everywhere. I'm going to have to start figuring out how to control this because we got a lot of villagers. It's going pretty crazy right now. We got villagers up there. I mean, there's villagers everywhere. So I started expanding the farm over here on this side and also doing a couple other crops, potatoes and carrots. And over here on the other side, so over here next to the cow farm, I did a small sugarcane farm because I have to start getting paper because we're going to start needing to build bookshelves real soon here. Iron farm is working fantastic, as you can see here. I've been kind of decorating with different flowers, leaves, just random things. It's just to bring it some more life. And over here, we have 16 cauldrons all on the lava farm. So we are set here. So everything's starting to come together now. Over here is where we're going to be doing the starter house. And I've already done the layout because I did some practice builds and creative. So, right, I'm not going to be using these blocks except for the spruce logs. I will be using that, but I'm not going to be using cobblestone. I'll be using these blocks right here, as you can see. And this is going to be the color palette. Something like that, just kind of mix them, but mostly this block right here. So that'll be on this portion, and on this portion, maybe some diorite and some birch logs or something like that. But yeah, that's what we're going to be working on today. I did forget to show you before I start the house is I went ahead and finished it on this side, this trellis looking fence, I guess you could call it. But I was doing it on this side, but it was a little too much. So I went with a different kind of fence. Yes, it doesn't hide it on that side, but I think that's okay. But I did duplicate the trellis on this side. I still think that even though that it doesn't really camouflage the iron farm, it still looks really nice. I might bring this ground back a little bit. I'm kind of unsure of what to do with this. I'm trying to hide as much as I can, but it does not look too well with the ground as close as it is. So I'm going to mess around with this to make it look just right. Now back to the house. So here's to give you kind of an idea of what we're going to be doing around this building. As you can see, it's 5 blocks high. And I'll be putting a window in some areas, a door in one, just kind of mixing it up a bit. Now, this section over here is going to be completely different. Maybe diorite or birch and diorite, something like that. I wish I had calcite, but unfortunately I don't. Maybe I can do that at a later time. So with that said, let's do it. Okay, and so as you can tell, it's starting to come together now. This is like the porch. We will come in through this way, and we will go into the house here. And just sprucing up the outside a bit. Now I'm going to start working up on the top part. I left this open because I'm unsure what I want to do here. I could leave it as a side door to go through, or I'm not quite sure. I'm going to think about what I want to do with this. So there we go. We have it. Here is the starter house. And I'm not done with it. As you can see, I need to put windows, need to put like flower boxes, decorate the outside. But yeah, this is it. I'm pretty happy with it. Looks really, really cool. And over here, I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with this side. If I want to make a door, maybe I'll put a fireplace. Still not sure. But let's see if I could show you the top. I really like what I did with the top. I think it looks really, really cool. Yeah, there you go. So basically what I got to do now is do the inside, and I'm thinking about getting some terracotta. I think some glazed terracotta on the floor of that would look really cool. And I do have some coordinates of a Badlands that I passed by, so I will be doing that before I go ahead and start this process. Okay, I saw this desert village on the way over, so I just got to see if there's a camel around here. I want a camel. Unfortunately, there is no saddle. That makes me sad. But I have to admit, this seed has got the most interesting villages I've ever seen. They are so random. It's actually pretty cool because it's so different from the norm. But I'm going to make a note of this location, and hopefully this camel's still here when I come back. Well, once I get a saddle. Because I do not... Oh, there looks like more homes down there. All right, I'm going to come back to this. Definitely going to come back once I get a saddle. My inventory is super full right now, so... So I figured what I'll do on the bottom floor is brown glazed terracotta. I think that'll match perfectly. I was hoping for the black glaze, but unfortunately black dye, I don't have any of that. So I guess what I'll do is I'll get started on this now. Okay, and here we have it. The house is finished. And I know it's a little bit bigger than a normal starter house. Normally, I tend to build them a little bit smaller, but since we're on episode 5, I went a little bit bigger. Plus, I had the resources to do so. So I'll start here on the outside. I built a little pumpkin patch here. I will mix it up a little bit once the pumpkins grow. Maybe put some coarse dirt or some rooted dirt, make it look a little bit cooler. But I kind of thought a pumpkin patch would look really cool on the outside right here. Okay, so down here is the bedroom. I put the glazed terracotta down here and I really love it. And the barrels here is just for decoration. I don't really plan on using it. But the roof of the bottom floor, I really love this with the spruce trap doors and the spruce planks. And I decided to put a mod on. It's Germs is Better Leaves. And I really love this texture. And shaders, you already get this, but since I'm not using shaders when I record, I wanted something to make the leaves look better. And over here, this is where I guess I'm going to have a couple roommates here. This is going to be a spot for Villager 1 and Villager 2, and then I'll probably have this one be Mending and maybe this one Fortune. So I decided to put them over here, and on the second floor, this would be considered the crafting area. This is where I'll do all my crafting and stuff. And the third floor is all my stuff. And I kind of combined a couple things, like let's take this chest for example. I put lapis and redstone because I don't have enough room to make every item. Plus, I plan on building a storage room. So that's what I got going. That's what I've been busy doing. So to finish this episode off, I wanted to come out here for a minute. I got this pathway linking up to over here. I decided to throw in some mud and some rooted dirt and some coarse dirt because over here, I guess what we'll be doing is start to move into the more fancier part of town. And we're going to start transitioning from this to stone and cobblestone. So to finish this episode off, we really need to do something with this because it's kind of a sight for sore eyes. Because everything's starting to really come together. So what we'll do is we'll do something with this. And I kind of got a couple ideas. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. Let's do it. Okay, so there we have it. Here's our lava farm all decorated. I really like how this turned out. I like adding the red and the pink because as we continue to go that way with our base and it starts getting into the nicer area, I want to start adding more colors. And I think now is the perfect time. And anytime I want lava, I could come in here, grab some lava, and go start smelting. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I really enjoyed making it. I really love the new starter house, and the base is really starting to come together. And finally, we can probably go to the nether next episode. So I'm really, really excited. So I hope to see you next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.